Good morning and welcome to Gospel Bytes, where we take a bite at the gospel for the day. Today is Thursday, March 6th. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Glory to you, O Lord. This is taken from Luke chapter 9, verses 22 to 25. Jesus said to his disciples, "The Son of Man must suffer greatly and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed on the third day, and on the third day be raised." Then he said to all, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. What profit is there for one to gain the whole world, yet lose or forfeit himself?" The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Okay. So Jesus said, whoever wishes to save his life will lose it. Whoever wishes to save his life will lose it. You know, I always say that the greatest rival of God is not money or power, but ourselves. We are the greatest rival of God. You know? That's why we run after money because of our love for self. We want things. We want fame. We want respect. We want a good reputation. No? So everything that we chase after is for ourselves. So God becomes the competition. We become the false gods. That's why when the snake told Adam and Eve, "You will be like God," no? It's a huge sin because there is no such thing as another God. There is only one God. So they're worshiping something that is not true. No? And, um, and that spells disaster. Because if we are worshiping, if we are living only for ourselves as gods, then eventually we will one day wake up and realize, I'm not God. All these things that I'm attributing myself, they're really not true. They're not right. Yeah? And and so Jesus said, those who love their life, those who love their life. If you remember, Adam had everything, and yet he was lonely. It was only when God gave him Eve that he became happy. And yet he still decided to be lonely again when they decided to become God or gods. When Jesus said, "Follow me, deny yourself, take up your cross," Jesus is saying, follow my example of sacrificial love. This is how you will live. Jesus said, those who lose their life for the sake of Christ. When we follow the example of Christ, living a sacrificial love, then there is life. When we follow the lead of Christ. True love is based in a love for God. Because even the love for others could be distorted, you know. It could be, people might think of it as love for others, but it may be just love for self. Being politically correct, people think that, oh, I don't want to offend him, I don't want to offend her. When in fact, that false love is actually, I don't want them to think that I don't care about them. It goes back to me. I don't want to be called a bigot. I don't want to be called a phobic, whatever phobic it is. Whether it's transphobic or xenophobic or whatever. I don't want them to call me that. That's why. So it all turns back to me. My false love for others is actually my fear of not being accepted, not being loved. Again, it goes back to my love for self. That is why God or Jesus becomes the ultimate standard of love. And what kind of love is that? the love that gives of himself. Jesus died on the cross. If you're able to give yourself for the ones that you call, the people that you call you loved, if you can give your life for them, then that is true love, sacrificial love. So Jesus becomes the standard of that. Anything less than that is very dangerously, it falls back to the love of self. And nobody loves a greedy, a selfish man. People who have so much love for themselves have no rivals. It's like if you have a friend who always talks about himself, who always draws attention to himself, always gets things for himself. Nobody would love that person. He will always be alone. That is the death of any relationship. uh, Good luck. He will live a miserable and lonely life. So Jesus said, what profit is there for one to gain the whole world, yet lose or forfeit himself? Mm. So turn to Jesus. He will teach you how to love and to give yourself for the ones that you love. Love of God and love of neighbor. I'm Father Jerry Sembrano for another edition of Gospel Bites. God bless you. Have a nice day.